Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Johnny5 coming to you with another Star Wars Battlefront 2 update video. And this is going to be going over the Age of Rebellion, which has come out on February 26th. And I have to say, Star Wars Battlefront 2 is coming out with some massive updates. Not just this one, but if you haven't seen the future updates that are planned, it's just making the game better every single day, adding more content, adding more variety for us to choose from. It can't get any better, honestly. So jumping right in, just to give you a summary of the Age of Rebellion update, it includes 7 new co-op locations, 2 new reinforcements in the form of Ewok Hunter and the ISB agent, 4 new blasters for each class, 4 capital ships for co-op, hero improvements, AI upgrades, and 2 new heroes vs villains maps. So that's quite a bit of content right there, right off the bat. And I'm going to kind of break down each category for you so that you can get this information and use it out on the battlefield. So first, going into the Ewok Hunter, in my opinion, the Ewok is better than the ISB agent. Now, depending on who you talk to, who you listen to, they're going to have their own opinion, of course, but it all comes down to how you use the Ewok. Are you efficient with it? Are you maneuvering correctly? Are you using its abilities correctly? Because he can dominate the battlefield if you just simply know how to use him. So I encourage you to definitely get in co-op, utilize him, learn his abilities, because he's going to make a difference on the battlefield. So the Ewok Hunter is a cunning bundle of fur that hunts its prey with the bow and spear. So you can use the spear for melee, which in my opinion is very powerful, because if you're that close up on a trooper, they're going to have a hard time getting you unless they melee as well. But most of the time, they're caught by surprise. You're a small hitbox. You're moving quick. You can melee quite a few people to death in this game with the Ewok Hunter. And the Ewok Hunter's primary weapon will be its Hunter's Bow, which has dual firing modes. So you can actually manually shoot with the right mouse button, and you can automatically shoot if you hold down the left mouse button. So, you know, 2 firing options. You can one-shot kill if you get a headshot on some of the troopers with the zoom manual firing option. So definitely your aim has to be on point if you're going for the manual, but trust me, you can take out an enemy very quickly by the automatic firing weapon option. And when firing the bow, the Ewok Hunter does not appear on scanners. The blowing the horn ability will not only improve their attacks, but will also grant them additional damage resistance. Be warned though, while Valiant Horn is active, the Ewok Hunter will constantly appear on enemy scanners, so that will leave you at a disadvantage, of course, but in my opinion, it's more of a positive than a negative. And also at their disposal will be their trusty Whistles pouch. Bring a little bit of Endor with you, no matter which battlefront you're on, and throw these fierce fire sprites towards a nearby enemy to disrupt and inflict burn damage to them. And then the last ability that the Ewok has is the Hunter's Instinct, which will pretty much reveal all enemies within the vicinity with a yellow overlay. So you can pretty much pinpoint where everyone is and take them out very easily. So going over the ISB agent, she is armed with 2 RK3 blasters, and the agent is skilled in intelligence gathering and close combat. The ISB agent excels at getting in and out of combat zones, especially when her assault training ability is activated, which gives you an increased sprint speed and overall damage reduction. So you can actually locate enemies very easily with the Imperial Intel ability, and the ISB agent will scan the area, reveal the 4 closest enemies, and the number of enemies revealed will be increased by defeating more while it's activated, up to a total of 10. And double your effort is her final ability, which empowers nearby allies by regenerating their health, and it can only be used if there's an ally in range. So moving on to the Age of Rebellion co-op, 7 new locations. And these locations include Yavin, Death Star 2, Endor, Hoth, Tatooine, Kessel, and Jabba's Palace. And the capital ships on co-op with Supremacy, they've created a number of ships: the Venator, Dreadnaught, MC-85 Star Cruiser, and the First Order Resurgent-class Star Destroyer. And these are standalone maps for you to attack and defend, starting with the Republic, Venator, and the Separatist Dreadnaught. The new weapons in the Age of Rebellion, guys, there's one for each main class: the E11D, the DL18, the T21, and the Cycler Rifle. So the E11D might be my favorite out of all of the new weapons that they added, just because it's fun to use and you can absolutely dominate with this. And of course it has its reduced recoil, flashlight, and single fire mode for the available mods. The DL18, in my opinion, isn't the best, but it could definitely, it's a new weapon, so either way it's going to be fun to use, fun to try out. The available mods are improved cooling, reduced spread, and repeating mode. The T21, short range heavy blaster, and it has a low rate of fire. The available mods are improved zoom, improved handling, and burst mode. And then the Cycler Rifle, which is the new sniper rifle, it definitely can do some damage. You just have to land your shots 100%. The available mods: dual zoom, reduced recoil, improved cooling. And moving on to the hero improvements, the Leia ability improvements are what is catching people and having people actually happy that Leia is becoming a better hero. And the changes that they're making are modifications to her E11 blaster. The start damage is increased from 32 to 36. End damage is increased from 17 to 19. Increased damage fall off start distance from 5 to 20. Increased damage fall off end distance from 10 to 40. Reduced recoil and reduced spread of blaster fire. In addition to those modifications, they are also implementing changes to her shield, which now also heals friendly forces within it for 5 health every second. And they also did a change to her flash grenade, which is being replaced by thermal detonators. Leia will have the ability to throw 3 thermal detonators, which explode after 0.85 seconds. This ability will then enter cooldown once all 3 detonators have been thrown. Due to the changes that they've made, they are also making changes to the star cards. So the old card Blinded, new card Fearless, and one modification for Leia's milestones are Blinding Flash Grenade changed to Plenty of Explosions. So to complete this milestone, you need to defeat 30 opponents with Leia's thermal detonators. And if you've already completed this milestone, it will be unlocked, so you don't have to unlock it again. And Chewbacca has received some improvements for his bowcaster. So Chewie will be receiving a set of tweaks and improvements with the aim of making everyone's favorite Wookiee more efficient against troopers while also missing fewer shots. So scoped, one powerful shot that would allow Chewbacca to be more efficient at long range, and then non-scope, the 3 bolts are grouped in a triangle in formation. And while using Furious Bowcaster, scoped 5 bolts in a cross tighter than not scoped, and non-scoped 5 bolts in a larger circle. Some changes to the AI. They are now able to use vehicles in co-op and instant action, which is definitely going to change the game, hopefully, and change the layout, change the pace. Auto players and instant action will now be able to play as friendly heroes, which means you'll be able to run side by side in battle with some of your favorite heroes. They are also implementing auto player squads with instant action, allowing you to squad up with the AI, and brings the ability to spawn on them as well. Heroes vs. Villains game mode. The MC-85 Star Cruiser and the Resurgent-class destroyer are coming as playable maps, and they also made some map layout changes to both the Genesis and Yavin 4. For the reinforcement and trooper updates, they are making a number of improvements to a number of Age of Rebellion reinforcements. The Wookiee Warrior, Imperial Rocket Trooper, the Rocket Jumper will all be receiving updated appearances as well. These new appearances will become the default look for each of them, and the previous default will be available as an unlocked option for you to choose. Troopers are also getting updated accordingly. The Imperial Death Trooper will receive the E11D blaster rifle. The Rocket Trooper will be equipped with the E11 for improved combat efficiency, and the Jump Trooper will use an A28 OC for automatic fire. They have also tweaked the dual wielding functionality, which will improve both the ARC Trooper and the ISB agent. Both reinforcements will now play more consistently when firing the pistols. They will now be automatic and moved onto a single button, while Power Blast will become an alternate fire ability. And then some UI updates. There's a whole bunch of updates that you could pretty much just customize your UI to however you want. You can turn things off. You can change the layout of things. And this just makes it so you can play the game how you want to play it, have it look how you want to have it look. So definitely experiment with the UI. Go ahead and edit it to how you want it in game, what's going to benefit you the most. So overall, the Age of Rebellion update is bringing a massive quality of life to all the players, and it's just improving the game immensely. And that's all I have for you guys. Definitely looking forward to more updates from Battlefront 2. And looking forward to playing the game with all of these new updates, exploring what new content we have, and moving on from there, guys. So if you enjoyed the video, please drop a like, please drop a comment. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you're playing, who you're playing in Battlefront 2 right now, and let me know about your experience thus far.